Hello and welcome to the second video in the How to Use PowerPoint series. My name is Andrew Woods and I'm your host. And in this second video we are going to look at how to format your slides so they look much nicer than just these plain white ones. And in the next video we will be moving on to some animations. Hopefully you've looked at the first video and you've got a little PowerPoint presentation that you've been working on. Here's mine, about me, very important subject, one of my favorites. So the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to show you how you might colour in these backgrounds a bit, make them a bit more interesting than just plain white. But there's nothing wrong with plain white, look at Google. Anyway, first thing I could do then, it's all about this thing called formatting. Okay, formatting means changing the appearance of something. So if I go to format and then I'm just going to expand, there we are. I've got a few things I could choose here. First of all though, I'm going to choose background because that's what I want to change. Okay. Up pops this little thing called a dialog box. Now what could I do? Well, down here I've got the colour and at the moment it's set to white. If I click it down, I've got a few basic colours which all fit into the default colour scheme. You see how these colours sort of work nicely together? But we're not interested in good taste, are we? So let's go to more colours. And straight away you can see you get this sort of colour wheel here, and I could pick a lovely colour and say OK. Puts the colour in there and then say, well, I could apply it to the first slide or I could apply it to all slides. Let's go for all slides. And there we are. You see now the slides are quite a hideous pink. Something else you can do, if you're not happy with that, you can go to background. I could, of course, just, oh look, the pink's there now. I could, of course, just put a different colour, something a bit less nasty perhaps, that one. Apply to all slides. That's not very nice. I'm not very good at this, am I? Okay, let's go to fill effects. Aha, now we can really get exciting. There's 4 tabs up here. Let's look at this one. Gradient fills. That's where one colour grades into another colour. I could have a 1 colour gradient, which just goes from green to black, or I could have a 2 colour, where you can decide what colours you want, or I can go for a preset. Early sunset. Oh, lovely. Late sunset. Oh. Horizon. Oh. Desert. I think these are quite nasty, aren't they? Ocean. Well, that's nice. Yeah. What about that one? Let's have that. Horizontal, vertical, diagonal, diagonal down, from corner, from title. What you need to do is explore all these and find one that you like. So I can say OK, and then apply to all. Much nicer. But there were more tabs. What do they do? Let's have a look. Fill effects. Texture. Wow. What's that one? White marble. Lovely. Okay. Apply to all. That's nasty. Background. Fill effects. Patterns. Ugh. But you can use them as you want to. Picture. Oh. Select picture. Uh-huh. What could I do here? What about a lovely pork pie? One for Mr. Donovan there. Apply to all. Pork pie picture. Okay, so there are lots and lots of options about what you put on the background of your slide. And actually, those options are available for almost every item on here. You could change your text boxes, which is this thing here, to have a separate picture by simply right-clicking, going to Format Placeholder, colours and lines, no fill effects. You see, it's exactly the same. So I could put a different picture in there. What about this angry man? Insert, OK, OK. And then you've got the angry man inside the box and the pork pie around the background. OK, you can be silly, so let's not do that. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is use the preset slide designs, okay, and they tend to be nicer, not always. Format. This time I'm going to go to, instead of background, I'm going to go to slide design, and over here you can see that my pork pie one's at the top, but down here are lots and lots and lots and lots of different slide designs. And what people tend to do is pick the fireworks one because it's got a firework on it and people like fireworks, but I think it's quite nasty with this quite nasty fireworks, so I'm not going to grab that one. One I like is quite subtle. That's quite a nice one. And if you look at the first slide, it repositions the text for you, which is really handy. Another one that's quite popular is this one for some reason. What is with these rocks? I don't understand why you want rocks on your presentation. This one's quite nice, but sometimes black isn't the best thing for a projector on the board. Sort of a sky with a sea, that's quite nice. I'm going to stick with that one. I don't want to waffle on too long. Okay, so I've done my slide background, and the great thing about using designs is it's all consistent and every slide is the same, because then it looks nice. A background on slides should not be garish, it should not be too interesting, because it's the background and we're not looking at the background, we're supposed to be looking at the information. Okay, so that's important. Right, you might decide that the text is a bit weedy or a bit thin, so just like in Microsoft Word and all that stuff, you can simply highlight the text you want to change and then change it to whatever you want. Make it bigger, change the font style, make it bold, italic, underline, and anything you like. Okay, but I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just hopefully going to make it go back to where it was. There we are. Okay, so that's the end of video 2. We've put on a slide design. We've seen how you can apply, change the formatting of all your slides and how you can change your text. And we've also mentioned that sometimes less is more, and you don't want your backgrounds to be too hideous. Okay, thank you for listening. In the next one, I'll show you about doing some animations. Bye-bye.